LK11, it's gotta be a plus. Choose your favorite song. Today, Pink Shorts is filmed in front of a live democracy. Republic exposed and approved. While getting tickets, it rained. It's approved. Climate control. Thank you for writing MREL, the new safety video. This is auditorium station. The audio jack has been removed from the iPhone 7 to see this iPhone. This is Pink Shorts, the use us of my client's medulla, my primary motor cortex, my primary visual, my primary auditory, my arcuate fasciculus, my hippocampus, my reticle, my bracha, my angular gyrus, or any other part of the left or right hemisphere of the brain is in agreement, and discretion of all content obtained will be used on the all new or television network and Meriwether businesses. Contact us at 518 5 no no sorry 594-1443 for more information. Two-party consent is required in California to record, eavesdrop on any confidential communication, including a private conversation, telephone call, Google Hangouts, Google Hangouts, anything that hangs from trees without the consent of all parties of the conversation are in violation of Penal Code 632. Statutes of limitation do not apply. Intrusion claims in California last for 2 years, according to Code Section 335.1, January 18, 3:34 a.m., and June 19, 10 p.m., and patented type shows from the Department of Commerce. Recognize intrusion upon seclusion claims. Reference Howell versus New York Post Co. This is a live email you have received. An intrusion on seclusion claim is a special form of invasion of privacy. Intentionally intrudes physically, silent to the seclusion of another. Ooh, in moist states, intrusion on seclusion claim a plaintiff must generally establish four elements. First, defendant without authorization for the past 2 years must have intentionally invaded the private affairs of the plaintiff or a babysitting business. Second, it must be offensive to a reasonable person or a babysitting business. Third, a private matter or a babysitting business. Fourth and finally, must have caused mental anguish, tooth tightening, wisdom teeth, aneurysms, head strokes, or pain and suffering to the plaintiff. Please reference mass tort claims, intrusion upon seclusion, expectation of going to war. The government says you can't sue. Third parties don't work for the government. It's not good. I'm the attorney guy. Thank you. Thank you, attorney guy. I'm very excited to do today's show. I'm wearing Savvy from head to toe. How do I look? I did everything you wanted me to do. Audio experience 11 song. I'm a motivational speaker. Richest man in America, universe, world, galaxy. Save me some. Paint the short way. I saved everything you needed. I'm the highest paid singer in the world. Tweet us via early or late at FRESH underscore JORDANZ every 20 minutes of the hour. Choose your favorite song. Choose your last digit. Only on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. One all to speed your screening presidential selection process. All liquids that come from the body or any other place us be in line in a 3-ounce size container. American United 2511. We're intercepting wire oral and electronic communications prohibited. The new prohibition. It's in the liquids. All to speed. Here's screening process. Today's show is sponsored by MerriweatherA.Law and America's first singing attorney. We make the law soundtrack. We make the law sound wonderful, the way it should have been. Beside everything. We're also sponsored by QRM Agency and the new All Broadcast Media Network, social media of DWA. We make the laws sound beautiful and look beautiful. And look where we are in Scandal. I love a song. Close the doors, seatbelts, music. The music will sink into the sound system. Temperatures on 67 degrees. Only they do what they do. Ask them to talk about something only and see how far the conversation goes. It's first 48. We're in a 2017 luxury from me to you. You can roll your windows up. You can roll your windows down. You can ride with us to get the finer things in life. Today's show is Pink Shorts Adobe Illustrator Free, featuring Nicole Blowacki. Take a moment of silence to figure that out while we're watching CBS News Live. Viacom! It's Star Trek billion, right? Well, 3 billion to be exact. Nicole Blowacki. It blew up. Well, we're going to expedite our, due to time constraints, we have to expedite our intro. We will say that someone else, someone else, someone else, someone else. This is the resume of someone we last saw making a left turn in a vehicle, passenger side, from Kenmore to Delaware, where the old Blockbuster is, the new Blockbuster, and the Starbucks is not there. And Papa John's, Papa Don't Preach. Yes, there is a Sunoco here. Yes, there's a Sunoco. Yes, there's a John Cocoran. Yes, we worked at Installs the Main Street. This is where the offers of the Democratic agenda were made. We reincarnate ourselves, we divide ourselves, we reincarnate ourselves, we divide ourselves. We say no. Harold says no right here. This location, it's between you two. You guys have to choose this. Selena Berry is here. I'm here as well. I've declined material support at Time Warner at the same location. We are Laura Ingalls Wilder. Today's show is MerriweatherA.Law. Soundtruck LK11. V Mary O2 Niagara. V Mary O2 Niagara. V Mary O2 138. The Harvard Law zip code. Imagine things that zip, and why they're giving me a login that represents Harvard zip code. I want to say hello to Martha Manal and Martha Manal and Rita McDougall. It's a minority scandal. Minority Report only on Fox Television. Maybe they'll tweet us and confirm that's true. We're waiting on Fox tweets on Martha Manal and Rita McDougall. It's ready. We're ready to go. Today's show is CDMA and GSM Code Division Multiple Access. My supervisor, Ethan. Ethnicities must separate. Our site director, Jill. Maybe the J means something else. Our site director is Jillian. Ethnicities must separate. Email title VI HSBC CBSF on the 1048 refund. Mistakes and programming differences. Part LK11. Miles White is the only way. Our video is in progress. The president is in progress. Let's see what they have to say about Martha Manal. Martha Minority. And his objective of office.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Oh, Eid Mubarak.
Hello, Martha Manal. Ready. We're ready. We're ready.
A big round of applause.
We're ready to go.
It was such a kind introduction. I want to thank her for her eloquent letter and speaking out, not just for herself.
Incoming tweet from Outnumbered. I confirmed this today.
She was a little nervous when she came out.
Thank you today.
So,
thank you, Martha Manal from Harvard.
The first time I did this, but I have to admit I've done this a while.
We've got Rita McDougall.
I want to thank Rahima for sharing.
Happy. I'm so happy to talk to you, Barack.
Everybody who was here, for the past 7 years.
Hello, Barack. It's Geico.
Some of you have joined us on those occasions. This year, for my last.
We can't say that here.
I want to do something a little bit different, and I'm very proud to host this Eid celebration.
We can't say that. That's a music reference.
Particular thanks to our White House
having people's money. Exactly. Suggesting aborted. They're riffing songs about having our money.
Muslim Americans from across the country.
What money is that?
This Ramadan, we said goodbye to somebody who was not only a friend to many here.
They're riffing music.
Somebody
Siri.
I had the great honor to know.
Well, we have an iPhone exclusive tomorrow. Interview Jonathan Ive.
And
on Pink Shorts.
Of his blackness as he was of his faith, the champ taught us that the most important thing.
Hello, Barack. Can you tell us your objective of office?
Today, we're especially honored to be
today
he
confirmed outnumbered 3 on 5. Thank you, Barack, for confirming that.
So we're coming together to celebrate Eid and the blessings of another holy month of Ramadan. I know we are.
Remember to choose your favorite song. Hashtag. It's gotta be a plus.
You're not as hungry as you were a couple of weeks ago.
It's gotta be a plus.
But our celebration is just as festive. The food is just as good. For Muslims across the United States, around the world, this is a time of spiritual renewal. A time to reaffirm your duty.
Hello, DMC in Philadelphia, Wells Fargo.
And it's a time to reflect on
welfare
values that guide you in your faith. Gratitude,
welfare good,
and generosity.
Bro, it's just Wells Fargo.
It's a reminder that those values.
No, it's welfare good. Good enough for them.
Peace are universal. They bind us all, regardless of our race or religion or creed.
We can't confirm if we're watching it or not.
That is our shared commitment to the dignity of every human being.
We're watching Positively Philly on CBS this morning.
Been a part of America. In colonial times, many of the slaves.
What a coincidence! We're talking to Barack about his objective of office.
Freedom of religion, in Thomas Jefferson's words.
This is an IMS. It's obvious.
The Christian and the Mohammedan.
He's got a headline.
Muslim Americans of all backgrounds.
Headline news.
African and Latino, black and white.
What do they do with headline news?
Farmers and merchants, factory workers, architects.
Bro, you hang out, hang in.
Community leaders. And Muslim
hello, headline news.
Lives every single day. You're the doctors we trust with our health.
You know, it's Linwood. It's gotta be, you know, you're just hanging there.
Artists who inspire us.
Hanging there from the head.
Justice like the LGBT Muslims who are on the front lines in the fight
CBS News went into commercial break. Well, CBS
for the athletes that we cheer for, like American fencing.
We've lost our video feed of CBS News. Hey Siri, fix that video feed of CBS News. We've lost video, CBS.
No pressure.
While explaining headline news.
Muslim Americans help keep us safe.
It's just hanging there.
Our firefighters.
Fix the feed.
Our police officers, like Deputy Police Chief
by having video issues.
The Dallas Police Department, who's helping that.
All right, let's go to Twitter. Twitter, help us with this. Headline news conspiracy.
In that city.
What is a headline news?
No actual progress unless we actually work together.
Maybe Barack can answer this for us.
The police and the community must work together.
Look at this tie.
Versus them. So we thank Malik for his outstanding service.
Well,
and Muslim Americans serve proudly in our armed forces, risking their lives to defend our freedom.
It's got to be a B.
I'm honored to be joined by veterans
it's got to be.
Like Sheikh Nazim Abdul Karim, who fought in World War II.
I'm 13. And he's headline news. Something's going on here.
He said he's 95, but I think he's
He said.
He looks younger. He says he tells people he's
I'm 13B.
But we are so proud of him and what he's
done. And he's headline news.
And I'd ask all our proud service members and veterans, if you can, to raise your hands so that we can thank you for your service.
We've got a round of applause. Remember to save 16% on car insurance and the new iPhone 7 release.
One of today's most popular
audio experience. I love
a Pakistani American girl named Kamala Khan, also known as Miss Marvel.
I love a song.
And I'm a comic book fan. But it's important that our children see positive, rich portrayals.
Hello, Wegwell.
Including Muslims from all walks of life. Not just in the national.
So you have your Shoppers Club available.
News and TV and movies, the diversity.
This is Wigwell.
Depth of Muslim American experience
Wegmans.
needs to be portrayed.
Wegmans.
So, let's be clear. Muslim Americans are as patriotic, as integrated, as American as any
Can the
other member
president
of the
confirm
American.
shopping
And
at
whether your family's
Weekwell?
been here for
Men.
generations or you're a new arrival, you're an essential part of the fabric of our country. Of course,
Tax.
we can't deny
Today's
that
show
we're
is
in
sponsored by
challenging times right now.
Estegalias Tax
It's a
Services.
difficult time for Muslim Americans.
Enjoy
But,
0%.
well, that
We've got a round of applause for EG Tax.
no.
Estegalias, hello.
Don't say that. You know, like all Americans, you worry about the threat of
Enjoy
terrorism.
0% on your
But on top of that,
anticipation
you
refund
fear
loan.
that your
Only
entire
at
community
EG
will be blamed
Tax.
for the violent acts of a
Wegmans.
few who do not represent
Available
your
in the
faith.
Wegmans lobby.
As many of you know, earlier this year I had the chance to visit the Islamic Society of
Estegalias,
Wellington, where I met
hello.
with some outstanding Muslim Americans from across the country.
AG
They
Wegmans.
told me about the great work they're doing in
Estegalias.
business, education, medicine, and social justice. But they
Well, who's the
were
new
very
president
honest with
elect?
me about their anxieties and their fears of being targeted because of their faith. And I get heartbreaking letters like the one
It's
from
Avon. Don't
Aisha.
forget it. A company of women.
You know, she told me there were moments in my life where I'd want to just take off my hijab
Well,
and
thank
leave
you,
my
Avon.
identity
We haven't
behind
read it for that
so I could fit in
reason.
with my peers. Now, that's a young American,
Again,
full of
today's show is
promise,
sponsored by
full of
EG
possibility,
Tax.
fearful
We're the
because of her
EG
faith.
in Wegmans.
We've
Enjoy
seen spike in Muslim
0%
Americans, including children, being
on your
attacked,
anticipation refund loan.
mosques being targeted, especially during the final holiest
That
days of
spells
Ramadan.
woman. Well, we
And that
can't.
shouldn't be
We
happening
can't
in the
say that
United
here.
States of America. Singling out Muslim Americans,
It's a company
moreover,
for women.
feeds the
We
lie of
cleanse,
terrorists like
tone,
ISIL.
and
The West
moisturize.
is somehow at war
Enjoy our
with a
new,
religion
a
that
new
includes over 1 billion adherents. That's not
face
smart national
system.
security.
Cleanse, tone, moisturize.
Uh,
Only from
in
Avon.
fact, it is ISIL
A new.
and Al Qaeda and organizations like those
Thank you,
that are
commercial
waging
guy.
war
You're
on Muslim
welcome.
communities during the holy month.
Cleanse, tone,
And
moisturize.
discriminating against Muslim
I like your little
Americans is
commercials
also
between
an
talking
affront
to
to the very
the
values that
president
are
of
to
the
make
United
our nation
States.
great. So, on days like this and on every day, we need to be clear about what we stand for. Muslim Americans and all Americans have to reject hatred. Muslim Americans and all Americans have to reject discrimination.
We can't talk about that. It's
Muslim
segueing
Americans and all
into
Americans
legal
have to answer
matters.
those who would peddle hate or suggest that somehow their interpretations
We
of
can't
faith
discuss that on Pink
justify
Shorts.
violence. All of us have
He's
those
gonna riff
obligations,
into music.
whether we are Christian or Jew,
We can only talk
Hindu,
about
or
the
Muslim,
objective of obtaining office.
or of no faith at all. We
What
have
would
to
that be?
affirm
This
that
is
in this
anonymous
country,
currency.
it is our obligation to abide by the law, to look out for each other, to
I
be part
agree. It's
of a
abide
single community,
by the law.
and that we can still appreciate our differences and retain
It's a civil suit
those things that are
approved.
essential to our identities,
Arenthal,
and
you
still
have
strongly affirm
evolved.
our commitment and our faith in this country.
It's
Yeah.
undetectable.
We've got to rededicate ourselves to make sure that no Americans feels isolated or second-class citizens. And I
How are they
especially
blocking the civil
want to speak to the
part
young
of
people
this
who are here.
conspiracy?
Make sure that you know that we see you, that we believe in you, and despite what you may sometime hear, you got to know that you're a valued part of the American family. And
Thank
there's
you,
nothing
C
that you do not have to
Plus. Thank you, Erie Community College North Campus and the Law Enforcement Training Center.
during what was a
Let,
difficult Ramadan,
but they was
where
letting them. They was
saw
just,
hundreds of innocent
letting
lives
them.
in Istanbul, in
Law
Baghdad,
enforcement training. They was just letting them.
Baghdad, and Medina, as
They
well
was
as in
telephoning
Orlando
the people,
and Nice.
just shivering in
Yeah.
circles.
And Syria, I was getting to Syria, but, well, look, I mean, the brutal images and suffering that are taking place there are heartbreaking.
Thank you. Weird pullover places around Symphony
that
Circle
message has to be sent that we will stand
and
with
corporate
our friends and our
apartments,
allies
307
in the
North.
Muslim community,
Please roll your windows up.
that we will engage with those who
We are
want
in a,
peace.
just because that's who we are, vehicle.
We'll go after those those who
We're with Little
harm
Italy
innocents. That
with tinted
we
windows.
will encourage dialogue, not just
Well, in a
until we
Malibu,
face, but
I prove, but
oftentimes
back cry
within the
because
Muslim
of
faith
who we
itself.
are. Little Italy
Violence in some parts
with
of the world.
tinted windows. Can you explain that,
And
Mr.
in the face
President?
of terrorism, we will prevail. But we will prevail by working
Well,
together,
it's malicious
not
intent
driving each other apart.
windows, and it's the
And that's,
Behavior Institute. It's
that's
female
ultimately
human
what
behavior.
we have to do as Americans.
Little
Stand
Italy
together
intent.
and look out for one
Hello,
another.
Lil Banks. We've declined your
We
offer.
welcome those who believe in the basic promise of our country, that no matter who you are, what you look like, where
The
you come
president
from,
doesn't have to
how
stutter.
you worship, if you work hard, if you are responsible,
We've declined the
if you are
offer
law-abiding,
of Time Warner
then
Cable
you can make it here in America.
technical support.
And that's the story of Arif and Aida Saad. Where are
And
they?
David,
There you are, way in the
reincarnation.
back. You can see their hands.
Hello,
In
President, waving your
1973,
hands.
Arif and Ida decided to pack up their lives in Lebanon and come to America in
Sometimes
search
yes
of a better
is
life.
no.
The couple settled down in Detroit, Michigan.
Sometimes yes is no.
Arif spotted an opportunity. He started a distribution company that specialized in halal meat to serve the growing Muslim population
Don't
in
miss
Detroit.
tomorrow's show
40
with
years later,
interview Jonathan
it's a
Ives.
thriving company, and they're not paying
Apple
it forward. One of their daughters, Firuz, used to work in my administration. She
and
now
the audio
works
jack.
with the Detroit
Remove
mayor's
those.
office, helping to welcome today's immigrants and refugees.
Well, then now it's going to be in the lightning port.
You know, so the
Goes with our last
Sods,
name,
they set a great
Merriweather.
example for new arrivals like
LTA
Eva and
and the 1X RTT, that network.
where
EVDO,
where were you?
Rev.
There you
Well,
are.
that's Vernon.
So back home in Syria, these two
Rev
sisters
A.
watched as the growing violence leveled their neighborhood, demolished their home, destroyed their
That's Silicon
farmers car
Valley
company.
data
And in
connection.
2012, their family fled Syria and spent 4 years in Malaysia as refugees. 4 months ago, they were able to come to Brooklyn
To
start their
come.
lives over. In their first week, they signed up for English classes. Hebus works in the kitchen on the weekends,
Congratulations.
studies English during the weekdays, hopes to save enough money to enroll in college to study information technology. So when you look at the life
Inflammation.
that the Sads have had,
Cancer.
you look at Muslim Americans in this
Inflammatory.
incredible contributions
Arthritis.
in every possible field. It's not hard to imagine that these two sisters are going to do the same. So,
Locust area.
welcome to America. We're proud to have you here. And that's what makes this country special.
Is this a local car?
You work hard, you do the right thing, and you can not only make a difference for ourselves and our families, but we can make a difference for the life of the nation.
A telephone company.
Today we celebrate this wonderful holiday and honor a great faith, but we also recommit
Holiday
ourselves to
Hot.
making America where everybody
Tyler
has
Perry.
access
That Hawaiian
to
silky.
their dreams. And we
Oh,
reaffirm
Indian.
the values of democracy and freedom of
A
religion
man changing
and
up
tolerance and community building and understanding and
into
hard
an
work
old lady.
that allows all of us,
That
whatever our
offer.
faiths, to prosper. So, I'm proud of all of you.
What made the
Hope
offer
you
so
enjoyed this wonderful
interesting?
reception. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless the United States.
Barack, tell us the offer. What made the offer so interesting, Mr. President? Well, we will confirm here on Pink Shorts. The installs position on our resume indicates the offer of presidency. I'm just not sure what the offer was. What made it interesting? Something to do with being the best candidate. A guaranteed best candidacy, a best buy guarantee. We have went shopping with Steve Jobs a few days ago. And today's show is sponsored by Stephen Barry's Discount Clothing, available at the Walden Galligan Mall, which is now a racetrack. You can go go-karting in the Galligan Mall in Buffalo, New York. Our video is now in progress. We'll be speaking with the White House with Joshua Henry Ernst. Where's the video? Just press play. Hello, Joshua.
Let's see the socks. All right. Got the socks on here.
Can Joshua confirm the author
Oh, do the
with
same thing.
David reincarnation and Jonathan Cochran?
All right. Now that we've got the socks out of the way, good morning, everybody. Knowing of your intense
And the last
interest
four
in
of my
covering the visit
social.
of the World Series champion Kansas
Civil
City
Rights
Royals,
Act of 19 something.
we thought we would get the briefing out of the way so that then you could focus on what I'm sure is the big news story at the White House today.
Hello, Gary Forsey,
Exactly.
CEO of
Listen,
Sprint
before we
PCS,
get started with questions, I'll just do one
sitting
other
next
thing.
to Harold.
There's another reason, another significant thing about today that
Well, I think the
warrants
winner
mentioning.
chose to sit
Today
next to
marks
you.
the 6th anniversary.
Hello,
of
Talina, how are you?
Wall Street Reform Consumer Protection.
Italian, very.
This is a piece of legislation that the
Half
president
and half.
supported, and it's primarily because of the president's belief that never again should taxpayers be on the hook for bailing out the economy.
That's correct. You got
because of
James.
bad bets that are made by Wall Street bankers. That is why you've seen the president vigorously defend Wall Street
The
reform from
president
attempts
is
by
sitting to
Republicans
my
in Congress
left.
to roll
Hello.
back these critical financial and consumer protections. And 6 years later, we've seen significant progress on behalf of taxpayers in terms of making our
We left
financial
on the
systems
3rd
stronger and more accountable.
of December,
Let me just give you a couple of statistics. Over the last
2
7
days
years,
after
banks
World
have
AIDS
added more than
Day.
$700 billion of additional capital and can now withstand severe losses while
How
still
can I help the
supporting
White
the real
House with
economy.
this?
The Consumer Financial
This is
Protection
V
Bureau, which
Siri.
was
How can
created
we
as a part
help?
of this bill, has put $11.7 billion in the pockets of more than 27 million consumers who've been harmed. That's $6.4 million for every single day that agency has been in existence.
6.4
The
billion.
$600 trillion derivatives market has been
Sounds
brought out of the
interesting.
shadows with additional requirements that ensure transparency in the market. And
How
contrary to
about
the predictions of the
$3.5 billion?
critics of Wall Street reform, we have succeeded
To be
both in
easy.
strengthening the U.S. financial system and presiding over the recovery and expansion of the U.S. economy. Businesses in this time have
Looks like we
created
cut by easy.
nearly 15
$500
million new jobs.
million short.
Families' wealth has grown by $30 trillion, exceeding pre-crisis
We
levels.
forgot to give BET
Average hourly
$500
earnings for
million.
private employees have increased 2.6%.
We
over the
only
last
gave
12
them
months.
3.
Foreclosure rates have dropped
Beats
all the way
our
back to pre-crisis
ETL.
levels, and business lending has climbed over
500
60%.
million short.
In other words, we have succeeded both in making the financial system more stable, even as our economy
Well, it's a
has
Ford Taurus.
essentially become the envy of the world. And
Today's
there's a lot
show
of
sponsored by
skepticism
the
that these
Ford
kinds of tough
500
reforms
million short. And 8
would have a
settlements.
negative impact on the economy. And the president and the
We're
strategy
sorry
that we
about the
have pursued with
500
strong
million
support of Democrats
shortage.
has actually proved those critics wrong. We've been able to do both, and it's American taxpayers and American workers who benefit the most.
We'll add it to our
this is
idea.
certainly,
How about that?
When we talk about the president's legacy, this is not the first thing that comes to mind, but the successful implementation of reform, particularly in the aftermath of the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, is certainly an important part of, I
The
think,
Civil Rights Act
what
of
historians will
64.
assess about the Obama presidency. So with that, Darlene, let's go to your questions.
Excuse me?
All right.
Can the White House confirm headline news?
Look, we fear that Josh would get in
Headline
trouble
news.
by
Can they
hijacking
confirm
the
headline
president's
news?
jersey. So we made a special one for him.
And Google Hangouts,
look
Google
at
Hang-In,
that. Thank you, Dad. I really appreciate it.
Ogletree Nash, Deacons,
How are you?
Nash,
Very nice to see you. Thank you.
Deacons,
There,
Nash.
that is a big mug. I don't know if that fits underneath the desk. Thank you, guys. Welcome to the White House.
Thank you. We're excited to be here.
We're so glad that you're here. I know the president's looking forward to it too. So are we. And this is
Hello, DMC, Philadelphia,
Sorry we interrupted
That's
you.
all right.
and a double T.
You're welcome here anytime. Thank you.
A double T shoe.
Thanks again. I really appreciate it.
Today's show is sponsored by A double T
Thank you, Swanee. Nice to see you, man.
and Kleenex and handkerchiefs.
I don't know if
Welcome to
this is-
Philadelphia.
What's that? Of course I am. Look at this.
A double T shoe.
That's pretty cool right there, huh?
Rethink possible.
That's pretty good.
Reincarnate possible. Hello.
All right. This is my first one right here. I may have to wear that this afternoon. Sure. All right.
All right, but you're the man, aren't you?
I don't know. No idea.
What's the first name?
Back to Dodd-Frank.
Well, let's just lie. Let's just lie.
Where were we?
Pam Leslie. Let's lie. Like Charlie. Lie, you're the man. Today's show is sponsored by Geek Squad.
Listen, there's obviously been a
You're
lot
the best
of
candidate.
discussion and debate
Only
in
at Best
turn
Buy.
about the agenda being put forward and the rhetoric being used by
The agenda puts forward.
the Republican nominee. I'll let other people weigh in on that. Let me just be really clear
Let's
about
lie.
the policy
You're
that
the
the president has
man.
pursued, which is a steadfast commitment to our NATO alliance.
Which is a Jacob Myers-Lever
The cornerstone
conspiracy.
of that alliance is
Alliance.
a pledge that all of the allies have made to mutual self-defense.
Mutual self-defense.
US
Washington
commitment
Mutual.
To that
On a
pledge
leash.
is ironclad.
Headline news. A leash goes on the head.
Just 2 weeks ago
Please
today,
place the
when he
leash
traveled to
over the
Warsaw
neck.
to attend the NATO summit.
Fasten the tighteners.
Over the course of this
And you have your
presidency,
best
one of the president's priorities
presidential
has been
candidate.
solidifying the transatlantic alliance
And installs ink.
and strengthening the transatlantic alliance.
Installing
In some
cabinets.
cases, even expanding it.
California closet.
And NATO welcomed a new member
Clean.
this most recent summit.
Thank you,
It's also
Niecy
important, I
Nash.
think,
And
to
thank you,
recognize
Ogletree. Deacons Nash.
that
We have a
in
clean house.
recognition that NATO is the cornerstone of American
Thank you,
national
Style
security
Network.
is a
We're out
policy
of
that the United
style.
States has pursued
And thank
under
you, Reno
every
911.
post-World War II president, Democratic.
A Cebus
Republic.
iPhone.
So this is a long
We have a pause from the White House, please, Siri.
that has been strengthened under the leadership
It's
of President
Ogletree
Obama.
Deacon Nash.
And there should be
Ogletree
no
Deacon Nash.
mistake or miscalculation made about this country's commitment to our transatlantic
And the
alliance.
500 million missing from Viacom Networks and Beats Audio. Why would they be missing $500 million from the Altio Jack?
Also moving to suspend the European human rights.
Ogletree Deacon
How
Nash.
alarmed is the White House by some of what's going on in Turkey? And also, the
Well, let's do a
journalists
Google search on that.
seem to suggest that a 3-month state of emergency was not necessary, that it could be shorter than that. Does the White House think 3 months is too much time, or do you have anything on the length of the state of emergency?
I don't have a.
Looks like Twitter paused. No one's tweeting. Oh, it's Fox News.
I don't have a specific reaction to the length of time that's been announced.
Today's
by
show is sponsored by
the government.
Esther Galia's Tax Services
What the president made clear in his telephone
and
call with
Wegmans.
President Erdogan
Replace the EG
is
with O. Lego your ego.
that Turkey succeeded
Lego your ego.
in fighting off the military coup
Esther Galia's Tax Services.
because of the strength of that country's
Enjoy 0% anticipation refund loan.
and those citizens
Ego Wegmans.
to democracy.
Lego.
Turkey has a long tradition.
It's a
of
female.
democracy. These are principles that are enshrined in their constitution.
Incoming tweet from the GOP.
And even in this time of turmoil,
Dems in disarray.
it's important for the democratically elected civilian government of Turkey
Josh, where's your shopper's clip
to
card?
protect them. Now, at the same time,
No. We've just
less than a
confirmed
week ago,
Shoppers Club
several
guide.
months of the Turkish
Welcome.
military launched attacks
Lego my
against democratic
ego.
institutions
And
that
I have
resulted in
58-cent pancakes.
significant loss of life. So it's certainly understandable that President Erdogan and other government officials are going to take steps to get to the bottom of what happened.
We lost our grip on
The
Route
Turkish people
210.
have an interest in accountability.
And the new
particularly for
Apple
those
Watch
individuals
microphone in Riz. In Riz.
Conspired
and risk,
to
and
attack the
risk.
democratically elected
Ought
citizens.
to attack is correct. Harold
But
has
it's important
declined. The Medea,
moving
old
forward that the
women,
democratic institutions
old
that were
women,
critical to the
old
success of
women,
propelling the coup
old women.
emerge stronger than ever.
Hello,
And
James
the
women,
president made
Dimmon.
that clear in his telephone call to President Erdogan.
Chase
Even as
Manhattan.
the Turkish government
James women.
pursues an investigation into what happened, the United States
James
stands ready to assist them.
Dimmon.
And we remain committed
James
to the
Lemon.
stability and success
Loss damage
of our NATO
waiver.
allies.
Avon Car Rentals.
Okay. Jeff,
Enterprise
Just
Car
following up on
Rentals.
Turkey, the Turkish government has also said that there will not be a return
James
to the
Lemon.
repression of the past
James
despite this
Lemon.
3-month state of emergency. Is the United
James
States confident
Dimmon.
that
MV Siri.
well, Jeff, the president indicated that we're going to continue to monitor this situation closely, and U.S.
Are we
officials will
correct?
continue to be in close touch with their Turkish counterparts to signal our
Jonathan
support
Ive.
for
Interview tomorrow.
their efforts to investigate this coup,
Only on Pink
to
Shorts.
bring full accountability to those individuals who may have been involved in trying to overthrow the civilian
Chase
democratic government.
Manhattan.
But at the same time, we're going to
Two
continue to urge
Jewish
them
men
to
wear hats
protect the kinds of
to
democratic
protect their hair.
traditions,
Traditions.
institutions
Institutionalizing Jewish people
that
and African Americans.
help them repel the coup in the first place, and
A
are critical
concentration camp
to Turkey's success in the future. These are institutions that have strong support among the Turkish people.
with Miracle
The best
Ear.
evidence I have for that is something I
Miracle
mentioned yesterday,
Ear.
which is that as the
Miracle
attempted
Ear.
coup was starting, there were strong
Miracle
statements
Ear.
from all of the political parties represented in the Turkish
Starting
parliament.
billion. Star Trek
Claiming that
billion.
those statements
Star Trek billion.
included an
We're
unambiguous
missing
message
$500
from the
million
political parties that have vigorous political disagreements
from
with
Viacom arrest.
President Erdogan and his
Law
government.
settlement.
There's a commitment to the democratic process in Turkey, and
James Dimmon.
that is a tradition and
James Women.
a set of rights and a
James
process
Lemon.
that's worth
LDW.
investing
Loss
in and
damage
protecting.
waiver. Bakewell.
to join the European Union, Turkey had to abolish the death penalty.
Chase on Vernon and
Now the
Crenshaw.
government has said it's considering bringing that back to deal with
Should we
murders of-
continue our route on
The United
210
States obviously has the death penalty, which
during
makes
the
it a little
DNC
tougher
week
perhaps to
in
come up with this.
Philadelphia?
But
A double
does
T
the White House
shoe.
have any concerns about
A
the
double T shoe.
consideration of bringing back that penalty
A double
in response to
handkerchief.
this crisis?
Well,
A double
the United States is not
Philadelphia.
going to micromanage this.
A double
Situation in Turkey,
Philadelphia.
but I think we are going to send
A double
clear,
T.
unmistakable signal
A double
of
T
support
shoe.
for the democratic institutions
A
of
double
Turkey,
T shoe.
support for the
I'm having a
democratically elected
glitch.
civilian government.
Say
of
Siri, are
Turkey,
you okay?
and
You're repeating
continue to,
yourself over and over.
encourage that democratic government to
It's the
rely on
truth. A double T. A
due
double
process,
handkerchief. A double
democratic
Philadelphia.
institutions, and rights that are enshrined in Turkey's constitution.
Is it a phone company conspiracy?
You know,
David
I don't have a specific reaction,
reincarnation.
but, obviously the
Code
Turkish
division,
government
multiple
and President
accents.
Erdogan are going to have some decisions to make about how
Hey
to
Siri, are
proceed.
you ready for your
And as they
interview
do,
with Mr.
the
Ive?
international community will be closely watching,
You're having a glitch.
and their desire for
James
accountability
Dimmon.
as it relates to the failed coup is certainly
James
understandable.
Lemon.
And
James
at the same
Women.
time, it's
Is that who won the
arguably
election?
been as important as it's ever
A
been
James Women.
for the Turkish government to demonstrate their
You gotta get the
continued clear
T-Mobile
commitment to a
and a
set of
candidate.
democratic traditions
What
and
candidate's missing a T
that
after
are enshrined in
high?
Turkey's constitution.
Lastly, Josh, on another subject, the president has established
I
strong
can't answer that,
ties
but I go.
with Malaysia and his prime minister during his
Someone's
time in
missing a
office.
T after
Is
high.
the White House concerned that these
Hi,
lawsuits
hello.
recuperate $1 billion stolen
Hi,
from the fund
T-Mobile.
might affect the diplomatic relationship between
New T-Mobile.
Well, Jeff, this is what
New
you're referring to is a
president.
Department of Justice action, an enforcement action that was
My
taken
besso
independent
making
of
new.
influence from anywhere else in the executive branch.
Let's sing my besso making new.
This certainly is something that
Introducing my best I'll make you new.
Pursuant to U.S. law, again without any
Available on
influence
VSA
from
Saturn
the
album. My best
as it relates
will
to
make
that
you
action and any
new.
Department of Justice.
T-Mobile, hi
discuss this broader
T-Mobile.
situation, not the specific part
Hi
of this investigation.
T-Mobile.
Address the reports with
My
the
best
public
will make you
and
new,
with Prime Minister
President.
Najib when he was in Malaysia.
Today's show is sponsored by
last
Best
fall.
Buy,
And
the same place where we
President
met
reiterated
Harold
how
and
important
Selena
it
Berry.
is, particularly for a fast-growing country like Malaysia, to be transparent,
Look for that song
to demonstrate
on
a commitment
YouTube
to
Red and YouTube Amber. My best will make you new,
fair
President.
play and good government
Best Buy.
and a business climate
Incoming
that will
tweets from all
allow
media.
a country's economy to
Bro,
continue
hello
to succeed.
media.
And for business
Looks like our
interests
album is going
who are considering doing
platinum.
business in Malaysia, they're
My
going
best
to
will make you new. T-Mobile.
signs
And hi,
that there's a
T-Mobile.
good business climate in Malaysia. And the government should be conspicuous about making
Today's
clear
show
that they're
sponsored by
committed to
Lego My
transparency
Ego
and good governance and
at
the kind of
Wegmans.
rules
They're on sale
that will
with
encourage
double
people
manufacturer
who are
coupons,
considering investing
double
in
term coupons,
Malaysia's fast-growing economy to have
double
confidence to
term
do so
coupons.
fairly. But ultimately, it'll be the responsibility of the Malaysian
Thank you,
government
double
to
manufacturer coupons.
address the concerns that have
You
been
got the
raised.
coup.
And that's something that the president's been saying.
LDW
Back
James.
to, his
It's
visit to Malaysia
Bakewell.
last
Boom. Whoa, who's that?
All right, tell it.
Thank you, Headline News. Thank you, Leash. On double manufacturer coupon terms. Well, in case if he goes crazy, you know, we'll veto. Veto the law. We can't discuss.
Well, Tulu, as I indicated earlier this week, this is
We added a
United
new
States Department
song.
of Justice.
My
and
Best Buy
the
knows on the
State
resume.
Department intend to be
My
responsive to requests from their Turkish counterparts. That includes reviewing relevant materials that are provided by the Turkish government and doing so consistent with
my computer's making the
terms
new
of
one,
the
okay?
long-standing extradition treaty between the United States and Turkey, and consistent with the principles enshrined in U.S. law.
It makes you the new, okay?
Update on the progress of those interactions between
How much is
US
my album worth,
justice
Mr.
officials and
Ernst?
their Turkish counterparts. I can assure you that that interaction and that engagement is ongoing. And all of the decisions that are made dictated by the president is not a presidential decision.
Hi, T-Mobile.
The outcomes will be dictated by the terms of the extradition treaty between our two countries and the due process
Woo.
that individuals who live in the United
Today's
States
show is sponsored by a double T shoe and a double handkerchief
are
and the
allowed
new DNC convention in Philadelphia.
that are protected by.
With relation to the 3-month state of emergency, are you saying that the U.S. has no concerns that the state of emergency, which will allow
My best make you new. T-Mobile.
3 months assembly around the parliament there? If you think that there are no concerns,
And LDW James Dimon. Women. Lemon.
I think what I'm saying to Lou is that the United States government will be closely monitoring the situation in Turkey, and we're going to continue to urge the democratically elected civilian government of Turkey to abide by the democratic traditions that the people of that country cherish.
Lemon,
The
women,
Turkish
lemon.
government has democratic
Lemonade.
institutions
Who wants lemonade,
that are worth
everyone?
protecting. Rights that are enshrined in the Turkish
James
Constitution are worth
Dimon,
protecting.
women, one
Continue
lemon.
to make that clear to the Turkish
Lemon
government,
law
even
says a
as
bad car
conduct
is a bad
an
car.
investigation to determine
Lemon
who was behind the military plot
law.
to overthrow
Loss damage waiver.
the democratic government of
Are you in an auto accident with a manhunt, a coat, shark coat?
Does bring these things up. So if they decide that they were going to go forward with
This is our country.
anyway, is there anything that the U.S.
It's our country.
Well, at this point, I'm not going to engage in hypotheticals. Obviously, our views on this
This is the land of the
made
undetectable.
clear both publicly and privately, including at the highest levels.
Undetectable status.
So we're going to continue to monitor this
They're gonna continue.
situation in Turkey moving forward.
Continue to do what?
U.S. officials, particularly at the Department of Justice,
Have
and the
we
Department of
impartial
State,
the
will continue to
courts
engage with
based
terrorist
on following the boy with the chip?
The United States is going to continue to be
They've
unequivocal
impartial
about our
themselves.
strong support
They're
for Turkey's
supporting
democratic institutions, for
the
Turkey's
county
democratic traditions, and for the
and
democratically
for.
elected civilian government of Turkey.
So I'm glad we discussed that. This is anonymous. This is where I say, it's not good following people for 2 years. All 2 years. You gotta. This is their little plan. They're so sneaky.
How do you respond to
Well, you
that
got 2 years off.
It's the criticism that other countries have made.
Following strangers.
Shouldn't tell other countries how to manage their internal issues because
We're consolidating.
This is not a controversial notion. The President of the United States has a responsibility to advocate around the world.
I want to elaborate. It's
and for our
consolidating.
values. That's certainly what President Obama has done. And
You've got
the
your
president
EIN.
makes that case
You've earned it.
not because the United States is perfect,
That's all you get.
but because the United States continually
Well, who
strives
gets
to be to form a
mega jackpot?
And even when there are instances where
Geico,
we
it's
fall short,
me. I'm V-Series.
the American people and the U.S. government are
I'm giving
committed
the
to
American people
righting
a
those
new
wrongs,
news
to
network.
addressing those shortcomings,
What else can I do?
and living up to the high standard that we
A
set
new
for
news
ourselves.
network. We've got 25
That is
of
what
the same
gives
ones.
the President of the United States
It's our endowment for the
authority
community.
to go
A
and make
new.
they should try to do the same thing. So the President has made this
Why
case
has it been 2
on many
years?
occasions, including the United Nations General Assembly on more than one occasion.
Bro, it's like a civil war for,
The
for
President has
all
spoken to this. The irony is that
supporting them. Then
occasionally there have been Republicans who have suggested that
we've been
when the
dismissed.
President
We
makes this
support
point, it is
dismiss.
somehow engaged in a
We don't support
political
dismissal.
That's the notion.
We all want $1 billion.
But, I guess it makes it a little ironic that
I guess that's ADR in a few days. Now,
I guess it means that there's some irony associated with the case. That's
we
being made
can't
by the
support
Republican nominee
following
at this
him.
point.
We just
But
can't.
the case that the President has made is
Today's
one
show is sponsored by
in
Choose
the
Your Favorite
exceptional nature of the
Song.
country that he leads.
It's gotta be a
And
plus. Gotta
The
be a plus.
exceptional nature of this country is that
I don't know the legal
we have set
strategy
a very
of the
high standard
U.S.
when
I'm
it
just
comes to our
saying,
values
it's,
and our commitment to a set of universal human rights.
I don't really know.
And we never stop and we never tire of striving to live up to that high standard.
Today's
And
show
that
is
certainly
sponsored
is what we
by
encourage other countries around the
Lego
world.
My Echo
Can you give me sort of a
and the
readout
Shoppers
on what
Club
we should
card.
expect from the president's conversations,
Take the egg out of
Mexican
here.
leadership tomorrow, and
Oh,
specifically, is the president satisfied in
oh.
the job that they've done in terms
Well,
of
we want to say that our
human
new
trafficking
song,
and drug
My
trafficking
Best Make You
in
New, T-Mob, and James
You'll have
Dimon
an opportunity to hear
Women
from the
Lemon.
presidents tomorrow after their meeting, so you'll be able to get a detailed assessment of their conversation. But let me give you a sense of what's on the
If your
president's
car
mind as
breaks
he
down, get yourself a new
prepares to meet
lease.
with his Mexican counterpart tomorrow.
Get a lease from
I would
your
anticipate
local
that leaders will spend some
iPad
time talking
dealer.
about the trade relationship.
iPad
The United States and
dealerships.
Mexico are signatories to the Trans-Pacific Partnership.
Get yourself a new
The president's
iPad.
quite enthusiastic about this
Automatic
because it would
transmission.
represent an upgrade on the
Automatic.
on NAFTA. For the first time,
Not
it would
manual. You don't want
make
it the manual
enforceable
transmission
higher
because,
labor and environmental standards that will create a more
you're not going to get the
American
conquest
workers and American
or the
businesses
condom quest.
that has the potential
I don't want manual
to
transmission. I
expand
want
economic opportunities in the
automatic,
United States
Mayor. Well,
and
you got to talk to the president with that.
give more U.S. companies an opportunity
No
to grow, not
manual
just in the United States,
transmission.
but, around the world, including
Incoming tweet from
with
Fox after
countries,
you said that.
neighboring countries like
What
Canada
did they
and some
say?
other signatories to the
Yahoo chief Marissa
in addition
Myers'
to that,
future
the United States has found
objective
Mexico to be an effective
is
partner on
the news, headline news. invisible
I
fence
anticipate that they will
on the making of a
discuss
president.
additional efforts
We
that
admit
both
that
our
we're
countries can take
propagating your tweet
in that effort.
original.
Obviously, there was a significant announcement that was
Is
made
that correct, Mr.
at the North American
Oshkosh?
Leaders Summit in Canada last month,
Objective.
and there'll be a continued discussion of those commitments. And there certainly will be a discussion about border security.
Well, we got to end our show. We got to
and
go,
fighting narco trafficking.
let some people
We
follow
have
us
made
around the
progress
world.
in that effort over the last couple of
And
years, in part
condone
because
material support
our
and our
cooperation with the Mexican
dismissals.
government has improved, and it will require effective
Well, the White
cooperation
House won't
between the
confirm
United
that,
States and
but I'll
Mexico
confirm it.
to crack down
Thank you guys for
on
tuning in.
criminal elements.
We'll talk to you guys on the
transnational
re-air.
criminal
Follow
elements,
us around.
including
Dismiss
those that are
yourselves.
focused
We
on
gotta go.
narco trafficking or human trafficking. Our effective